What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Saturdayers for the Boys. This is episode 4. Quick disclaimer. Everything that we say in this video are just our opinions. I hope that you guys don't feel offended. If you do, let us know in our DMs and we'll try to reach out to you guys. Other than that, we're going to be talking about controversial topics or different things that we hope that don't offend you. So let us know.
Make sure you guys also stay hydrated, drink your water.
Make sure you like and sub.
Make sure you guys
Like and sub.
Also, guys, go like the first video. We reached the 100 view mark already, but we don't have 100 likes, so make sure you guys equal that out because it's not.
Wear your face mask, please.
Also, yes.
Oh yes, coronavirus is gonna spread.
Coronavirus. Pónganse Germix, por favor.
Ah, fuck my eye. Oh well. Hold on, I'm trying to put a face.
You cover your nose, not your eyes.
I did this, and it goes into my eye.
Hey guys, I'm covered.
Si no me mira coronavirus, no me enfermo.
Virus is gone. I did it, boys. I stopped the virus.
Those bird box.
Oh, my
Bird
God. I put
box.
my eye. Alright, but alright, all seriousness, so we're back.
Alright.
Story time.
Leslie, you said you got a story for
You
us?
start with that story time.
I
Forgot already.
Oh,
Wait,
come
hold
on, you can't stop. You can't.
You guys can start first while I think about what I'm
Araujo,
going to say.
you always have a story about one of your exes. So.
Okay, so let's go in detail of my. Put my. I'm sorry. Oh, that's one to.
Here, let me simplify this for you.
Yeah.
What was your first relationship? Tell me how that
Okay,
went.
I was about to say that. Okay, yeah. So I'm in kindergarten.
Wait, hold on. Is this gonna be about relationships?
Whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
What are you gonna talk about?
Whatever. Story time, bro. It's whatever.
Alright.
Yeah.
Like if you want to
Good job,
talk
Leslie.
about,
Good job.
like it's whatever. Like whatever you. Any cool story you got.
I remember my story.
Okay.
Alright.
Go for it.
So, Jose, you just brought up this teacher, is it our 6th grade GT teacher who are we talking
Yeah.
about? So, I used to be a very,
Oh, doesn't she show your last name?
yeah, she has my last name. So, she,
are we gonna do the name or no?
Amazing teacher, Miss Hawkins.
amazing teacher, Miss Hawkins. So,
Amazing. I just went
Lester
up.
Holt, love that.
Oh, yeah.
So, Miss Hawkins is like this amazing, very educational teacher that I love with all my heart.
I
No,
think
just kidding.
she was one of the best teachers at Henderson, hands down.
Teaching us the fascinations behind all the world histories, such as
Yes. So I'm a very active person, so I like moving around and stuff. And one big thing about me was I used to always get up and go to someone else's desks, or I would get up and go sharpen my pencil for no reason and stuff like that. So tell me why this teacher decides, I don't know if you guys remember this, but she drew a black box around my desk and I couldn't get out of this black box. I literally she would give me detention for getting out of this black box, you guys. And this girl had me caged.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
No, man.
I never got that.
With the black marker, lo dibujo.
I know she tied one of her friends Manny in it. I think she
Oh,
tied him to
really?
or was it? I know she tied one of them to the chair.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
But-
okay, what's a cool? Oh, I almost died a couple times. So one of them was. So I have I got stitches in my leg. It's almost in my butt.
A dog almost killed you, bro. What's your point?
I've died. I've been so close to death. Right?
I've died multiple times.
I've died multiple times.
He's
to
like,
say the least.
guys, I'm not really alive right now. I'm just-
I don't know how my head still works after what happened in 7th grade trip. But okay, so
Oh, you.
so I now have stitches in my upper leg. It's okay. So where the butt ends, that's where it is. Okay,
The gluteus maximus, please.
where the gluteus. So when the curve ends, that's where it is. Like right there. Okay,
He's extra thick. He's got the curve.
I got the curve, bro. Okay, well, so it's when it snowed. Like when we were in 6th grade, it snowed a lot, right?
Mhm.
So, and in my house in Juarez, there's a big hill. and it snowed like it was like good 6 inches of snow. Was it? I don't know how much it was, but it was snow, and it snowed a lot. That's also weird. And my dad met up with his old friends, and they're like, "Oh, I remember when we were kids and we slide down the hill with our cars." It's like, bro, let's teach your kids the same thing because we used to do it, and now it's snowing. Let's bring out sleds.
Mhm.
So my dad gets this lamina, it's like piece sheet of metal.
Yeah.
And we're using it, and like people are getting slit left and right because like it was like sharp. So they're grababan, se cortaban or whatever.
Mhm.
We were just getting slit, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, me corté, oh my," and I just kept on going. Like I didn't care. I was a 6 year, and the snow started running out, and it's turning into ice or just the dirt. So
Mhm.
then I get on this trip, right? And they push me, and I'm sliding down pretty good and stuff. And so it's going down the hill, and there's like a sewer head, sewer entrance right there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, a sewer top, whatever they're called.
And I saw it.
And no, and the sled stops, but I keep on going. So, and I just feel like a slight burning, like a little more thorn on my butt. And I'm like, Dad,
Uh-huh.
I think I cut myself. Like, I think I cut myself. And I'm like trying to feel something, and I feel cloth. And keep in mind, I'm wearing like 2 sweatpants plus like the boxers, right?
So it probed Araujo.
So, so like the sheet of metal just slits like clean slice through my butt, right? And not through it, but like, and I'm like, Dad, I think I cut myself. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely cut myself. Like I could see, I could feel like the cloth. And he's like, let
Uh-huh.
me see. He's like, just walk it off, bro. Nothing. It's not bad. And he goes and checks, and he goes, "Tss." And I didn't. It's cold, so I didn't feel anything. And he's like, one of his friends is a nurse, and he's like, hey, he cut himself. And he's like, nah, no big deal, bro. We can sew up in the house. He's like, nah, he cut himself. And he goes, "Tss." So I'm like, what is going on? I don't know what's going on with my body. And, and I'm not panicking. I'm just like, I just cut myself. Like, it's chill. And he takes pictures and stuff. And we're like, hey, let's take him to the hospital. And I'm like, bruh, why? So they get me in the truck, and they put a little cloth. If I was bleeding, I didn't bleed anything. I get to the hospital. I'm just laying down on the table. Like, I'm just laying down. Like, um, looking down. I'm just laying down. And then they're like, keep in mind, like, my leg is, like, cut open.
Mhm.
And I'm just like laying down, and he starts like poking needles in me, like tetanus shot, anesthesia, and whatever. And he
Yeah.
starts sewing at me, and then like when I saw the pictures, like so. This is my leg, right? This is my leg before the cut. After the cut, like there was a flap. Like this is skin, and to be under this, you can see all the thing and stuff, like a clean slit. And I didn't hurt. I didn't feel anything, and I'm like, oh, I survived that. And I had stitches on me, so now I could say I had stitches. Like I think I got 6 and 4, like
My
6 outside,
bro.
4 inside.
So Araujo's cake got cut in half.
Yeah, so now I don't have more cake. The
Those
world was
TikTok
trying to
videos
find
are
out
like,
it.
those TikTok videos are like, is this a cake or is this a real thing?
Araujo was real. We found out.
Yeah, they find that's how they found out I was real. The real
Yeah.
life was trying to cut. So that's one story about how I almost died. The other one is I said it. I was walking my dog, and a few weeks, I think a week prior, um, there was the neighbor's people was like he would get out and he went into my house and he went to like my backyard and why is laughing? Okay, and the so my dog is in the backyard and my dog is like we had a little like enclosure for it.
Mhm.
So it just gets out. It gets out of the enclosure, like trying to play with the pit bull,
Yeah.
and the pit bull just like goes ham on it. Like it's trying to kill it, and I'm like, what? And my dog's trying to play, and then he goes and he's like, oh shit, she's not trying to play, so she's running for her life, and the dog's running right. So I just pick her up, and that's it. We took her back. The pit bull goes to her house.
Uh-huh.
The second time this happens, we're walking her, and then we have her on leash, and I pick her up, I give it to my brother, and I'm like, hold her tight, cause she likes moving. She's a puppy. Let her, like, just take her to the house.
Mhm.
I'm trying that way. Like the pitbull doesn't leave. I'm like I'm just staying with pitbull, cause it had got out. My brother, like puppy gets scared or whatever. She jumps out of my brother's hands, is running around the park. The pitbull's chasing her, and I'm like, something's gonna go down, and I don't like it. My puppy's gonna die. So she just runs by me,
Mm-hmm.
turn around, and I just pick her up. So I'm holding, and I'm not tall. I was like 5'4" at that point.
Yeah.
I was tiny, right? So when I have a
No,
pitbull that's like 100, like my weight, just jumping, trying to like bite the dog. Well, she bites, and I'm just like, oh shit, it bit me. I'm like, it bit me, but I
Yeah.
didn't yell, I didn't overreact. I'm just like, oh, it bit me, and I'm just like looking at it, just like the dog is like, it's right here. I don't think the camera has a good enough resolution. I think you can see
Yeah.
like a little
You can
dexterity
kind
of
of
the
see it,
tone.
yeah.
It's right here.
Oh, yeah, I
One
can
right
tell.
here, a little bit right here. Let's see.
Yeah, that one you can see more.
Yeah, so that's where it went in, and I still have like the tooth. You can see them imprinted. Like
Oh,
Mhm.
I thought you meant like the tooth inside.
no, okay. Well, fun story. Yeah, so fun fact. So
Just
then,
stuck in his arm.
yeah. So I have my dog carrying it right, like a baby, and then that's right there, and the dog just biting down. And the girl that owns the dog, she goes, try to open her mouth, and I'm like what the hell you mean try to open his mouth? I'm holding my dog, and they finally get like dog like she lets go. She's like, it's like oh shit, I didn't mean to bite him. I meant to bite the dog. She calms down, and then so I'm holding my dog, and I see the two holes on me, right? And I'm like oh shit, this is pretty cool. And I see Wyatt, like I see the fat, and I'm like, oh, is that a tooth, bro? Is that a tooth? And I start poking at it. I look at it and I'm like, Brad, that's a tooth. And I touch it, I was like, but to make sure it's not a tooth. And I was like, oh
Mhm.
no, that's just the fat. That's just the fat. and and I'm like, all right, so and then I got my dad's like paranoid about it. And he was like, go to the hospital. And I was like, bro, I thought he was like ponerme alcohol or whatever. He's like, go to the hospital. I'm like, so I go to the hospital right? And I go into the emergency and the guy's like, bro, yeah, so what happened? And I'm like, oh, I got bit by a dog. He's like, let me see. He goes, "Tss." I'm like, that doesn't hurt. Like, está todo morado, but it didn't hurt. It felt like a moretón, like when you're touching a moretón, like
Mm.
you're touching a bruise. That's how it felt. Like it didn't hurt. It was because it was hot. It just felt hot. Like it felt weird. And I'm in the emergency room for like 3 hours before I get put in the room. And at this point, like the blood's dried up, and they can see like hair and stuff. And it was that. All they did was clean it. Like, me echaron agüita con sal. That's all they did. And they're like, yeah, they put a wrap on it, the shittiest wrap I've ever seen. They put a bandage over it, and that's it. And they're like, all right, go back home. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And that's how I survived 2 attempts against my life.
This
Two
guy.
near-death experiences.
Yes, I
Oh,
So you know how
another
you-
one. Tell me.
Oh, okay, okay,
Tell
okay.
me.
You know how you were talking about like the tooth?
Mhm.
I was about to say I don't think you guys can see it. I'm not gonna show you guys, but I have a lead in my thumb from first grade when I stabbed myself with like a pencil. The lead broke and I still have it. Like if you guys like could see it, I don't think you guys can see it, but it's green right here, and there's like layers of
Estoy
skin over that lead.
infectado.
I know.
If she
Before.
survived that, she can
randomly, like-
survive the virus.
Yes, I
With my Flintstone gummies, I'm all good.
Yes.
I'm all good.
Okay, and then the most recent one, which is the most fun one. So we're in 7th grade, and I'm with the boys, which is Saul. So we got the hotel rooms that have like a door in the middle, so like conjoined hotel rooms. Jose's on one side of the room. He's with the other kids, and then it's me, Saul, Juan, and Carlos in one room. I'm chilling in the bed on my phone, and they get in a little group. The other 3 get in a group. Saul, Juan, and Carlos they start talking, whispering, and I'm on my phone. I was out in the restroom. I was away from that, and they're like, "Yo," we had a window, and we had a view to the amusement park. And they're like, "Yo, look, there's a guy up there," and I could see I have like the best vision out of all 3 of them.
And to give context, right, the amusement park we were at is like we were in a hotel, right? And from
We're
our
at
hotel,
Arlington,
you could see
Texas.
Six Flags.
You can see, yeah.
Oh wait, are we talking about
Yes,
Carnegie
talking about
Valley?
yes. So And I'm like, all of them in the room have glasses, and I'm like, I can perfectly see there's no one up there. But I'm like,
I
I
didn't
just
have
want to see what
glasses.
they're going at it, right?
Uh-huh.
And Saud is like, I saw him sitting down in like the little chair because it's next to the window. I thought he was asleep. I just didn't think much of it. Juan's like on the other bed. Carlos is like, yo, look at the window right there. And I'm like, no, there's nothing there. And like 3 times that happens. And I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna go to the window. There's no one there. Saul stands up with the pillow. Most massive pillow hit ever. Like, he just like slams me, right? And I just go, boom, straight into the window. And I just fall back down on the floor.
Like
Like, I bounce off the window into the floor.
he got hit so hard, like
That's
the
crazy.
whole window was shaking.
And they're like,
Jose, he
yo,
was there with us.
no,
Bro,
it,
I
He
was
it,
in the
was there
next
with us.
room,
He
bro, and the
was
whole window was
was
shaking.
shaking.
no, it was
Like
so bad. A painting on the other wall fell.
yeah,
I'm on the floor, and I'm like, bro, that hurt. Because if it
Bro,
like,
when I was in the other room, I was like, is there an earthquake coming or something? What the
yeah.
heck?
porque it didn't give me a migraine or anything. It just like hurt. Like the impact
He's
hurt.
like,
Like, have you ever fell on the
Like,
floor, like
she
on
hurted.
like carpet, like a seat just
Yeah.
on the floor? That's how I felt like, but hard. Like, after I was like, oh, it hurt. It wasn't that bad, but it hurt. And everyone's like, yo, the window almost shattered, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
think
how
I left a
Araujo got
mark on with my forehead.
like
Yeah,
I don't
really.
know.
Araujo right now should
After
have like an
I
aneurysm.
saw the window shaking, I saw you, no, I
I,
saw Carlos and Saul and everyone laughing. I'm like,
I,
oh,
I
they just
walked into your room with a headache, and you're like, bro, what happened? They're laughing. They're like, we just smacked his head on the window. And I'm
Like,
like, bro.
and the thing is, Araujo's a legend. Like he always tanks it. I don't know how, but like he just tanks it, right? Like so he gets hit, and then he's like, I'm fine, guys. And then I think Juan or Saul they like playfully hit him again, and then he fell to the ground. He was
Well, like,
just
es que, like, me
laying down
pegan.
there.
So I'm like, all right. Like, I'm trying to see where está mal nosotros. I just, like, fall. I just, like, lay down on the floor.
oh,
I
bro.
feel
If you
bad
would
for
have
you.
done that to me, I would have been furious, bro.
me too. I
I
can't. I
was
can't take
saying,
jokes like that. Like,
Like Araujo,
yeah.
like
I don't
sorry,
mind
but
I
them.
I'm
can take
sorry, bro.
jokes, but not like that. Like getting hit like really hard, nah.
I don't mind them.
Like I don't know how you tank that, bro. Like you know me, bro. I would not last. So props to you.
Filomeno wouldn't last that.
Props to you, dude.
It's just, you guys didn't do it with bad intention. It was just, like, for the meme.
yeah, and they're trying to concuss him, and he's like, "You guys didn't do it better than."
They're like,
Like
survived.
we got
You didn't
literally
break the
dropped him,
window.
like, probably about like 70 points.
No,
Like
there's a so in that same trip, was it the 8th grade trip? It was the 8th grade trip.
which
To
one?
a trip later, we're on, and there's like a rest. You know how there's like rest along the roads, right? So we were on the
Mhm.
rest, and there's like a little playground, and there's a thing that you get in it and you just spin. And our teacher got on top, and there's a wheel, so my little vueltas, and I'm like, YOLO, I get in it. Like, I would get on everything, and I get inside, and before, like, no pude acomodar bien. Like, you know how in the rides, like Western Planet, they tell you to stand up like against the wall. I couldn't put my back straight, so my next forward, I have long hair. Y nomás le
The
da
thing is that,
vuelta. So I'm just like,
like
and I'm
there's no
just
way
trying to
she could
fight
like
the force,
rest
trying
or
to go
anything.
back.
She was just like
And the whole
you did
video, I'm just
yourself.
like spinning, and my hair, like the whole time, estaba parado así.
It's like a
I need to
toupee.
find the video.
Like,
Yeah, bro. Those ships are fun.
I got into one too, right? But like when they did it to me afterwards, I was just like
I
my
was
eyes they were
lightweight.
like that.
Bro, the funniest part was when Araujo got out. He was like, "Whoa."
I said, dude,
Well, es que no me puedo
Araujo is
acomodar
another
bien.
dimension.
Like, I was like leaning, so like I was trying to go back, but like the gravity that created, like the force, like no me dejaba. So I was just like floating. I was like, bro. And the coach, he went mental on me for like too much. Like
Yes,
the
man.
girls I got on, I'm like 3 vueltas. Conmigo, he was like going at it.
Do it.
And you can see him on the video. He's like, keep on going. And I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Pobre Araujo.
And I
Like,
just get off.
bro,
I'm like,
Araujo is
you
like
do
a
it again.
tank. I don't know how he does this. No
There's
wonder
other stories, but we'll save them for like when the team's here.
he's a dumb shit scientist. If you guys didn't know, so he's always doing this for the boys.
Okay, and this is the last time we'll talk about the chess. So, I think it was like third round. I think it was the last round of the day, or it was the second or third round, right? Like of the day, because Paola was like kind of sad that she lost her rounds, right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta make up. I gotta say some dumb shit to make her laugh.
You
So I'm
have to
like,
bring up
uh,
team morale.
yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just run up the opposite electrical stairs. I'm running, I'm going ham. Ya mero llego, I'm almost at the top, and I trip. And I fall, and I'm like, "Fuck." And she starts laughing. I'm like, all right, it's good. I stand up, I ran up, I finished running it, and then just go into my game. I'm laughing, shaking out of the adrenaline, and then nothing happens. Right? I play the game with, I think I tied that round, if not won,
Mhm.
because I remember exactly. And I'm like, all right, sure. I go back to the room, come back for the next round, right?
Yeah.
And they make an announcement that like, coaches and parents, please make sure your students are using the correct stairs. And I'm like, the whole team looked at me because they know it was me.
Like, bruh.
And I'm just like, I'm in my chair and I look at them, I'm like, yes, sir.
He's like, I'm the pioneer. Let's
I'm like, I
go.
did it. Because the announcement's like, it's an old man. He's like, parents and teachers, please make sure your students and players are using the correct stairs for your own safety. And I'm just laughing because I knew it was me because like no one else did it.
Yeah. Araujo, you're like a fall guy, bro.
I'm the living legend, fam.
Yes,
I
you fall just like for others to see.
I run so you guys are able to walk, fam.
Dang.
I walk so you guys could run. But you guys need to tell your stories though. That's that. I'm not the only one with stories here.
I'm trying to think.
All right, Josie goes next. Josie does
Wait, hold up. My eyes are red. Hold up.
The
Huh?
bleachers.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
he's doing a bit of experimentation. Probably.
Okay. Trying to think.
I don't really have stories, right? Which is weird, right? Like, I probably should be more eventful, right? But I'm pretty.
Oh.
I can think of anything.
I have a story. So
Yeah, nice.
last year I went to nationals for track, right? And that was like my first time ever going out of town of Texas, like El Paso in general, because I've gone to Juarez, whatever, that's out of town, not really.
Yeah.
But I went to Arizona before that for regionals, and then I went to nationals to California.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like excited because I was like, I've never been out of town, I've never gone to the ocean. So I didn't go with my mom. I went with this other family because it was like we didn't have like the money to go together.
Yeah.
So I'm with this family, it's like hella cool, and I get it really along with these people, and we're like, okay, let's go jump off. Not a cliff, it was more like a rock. It was literally like a rock.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we're gonna be adventurous and jump off this rock. And mind you, this is my first time in the ocean. Feeling that seaweed feels like there's a bunch of fish or stuff grabbing onto your feet, like
Yeah.
or like walking
Really?
on the moss. I literally almost slipped. I know one of my friends, the girl that I was with, she was trying to look at these fish. She slips, her back. Okay, so like she's standing here. She slips, her back scrapes all down the rocks, like so bad. Her head hits everything. She just comes out like a G. She doesn't really care. She's like, whatever. Let's keep going to
The
the rock.
G.
He's like, ding, 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 ding. She's like, I'm guys. No, I'm fine, guys.
I'm fine. So we got to the rock, and they're like, well, are we gonna hit anything in the bottom? So I'm like, okay, I'll go check for you guys, so you guys can jump off. So I go check. And I'm like, there's a rock, so that means you guys have to run and jump, so that way you guys live further than the rock. So,
Do
okay.
a front flip, do a back flip.
Yeah, so like you guys can do whatever, just make sure like you run.
Mm-hmm.
So her brother goes first, and he's like, okay, I'm ready. He runs, jumps, perfectly fine, She goes perfectly fine. And then I'm like, okay, I'm next. So I'm like hesitating because I've never done this. I'm like supposedly scared, but I'm just kidding. I was scared. So I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. So I guess I was running, and then my mind was like, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna do it. So that hesitation, I literally jump, and my scrape my leg scrapes the whole rock from the bottom. Like the one I went to go check, mind you. I was the one that told them that it was there. My leg, like, I have like scrapes on my leg, and I come out, and I'm like, am I dumb or something? Like, I literally went to go check if this rock
You're
was
like, I
here.
even foresaw this. Like, I know not to
I
do it,
know,
and I still did it.
exactly. And
Yeah.
You had one job.
Damn.
But yeah, Leslie's not the smartest person when it comes up to street
dude.
smart or school smart. But,
Our school's not. We've established that a few minutes ago. But okay. I think I had one more in the chess trips. Oh no, it wasn't.
Bro.
Nah, I would say, but I don't think. I think it's like a smaller one. Nah, I don't think I have any more.
You have any stories, Jose?
All right,
Top
let
of
me
my
tell.
head.
Okay. This didn't happen too long ago. It's kind of like a ghost story. Well, it is a ghost story.
Stories are fun, dude. I want to be put in a paranormal situation, cause like, if I die, I want to die in G. I want to die a
But trust
legend.
me, you're not gonna enjoy it.
Bro, I want to die. Well, I'm not saying I'm enjoy it. I want to 1v1 the Llorona, bro. I'm gonna die. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna die scared, but it's gonna be a legend.
Mortal Kombat, así, finish him.
He's like, no chille.
It's like,
He live streams it.
I'm gonna be, I'll be crying, but like fighting, I'll be like, nah.
Araujo versus La Llorona.
Clean
Alright.
fight.
So it didn't happen like a long time ago. It was during like right now. Since my mom and my dad work early in the morning,
Yeah.
so I'm basically here home alone till like 2 p.m.
Where do you live?
So-
No, just kidding.
So you got a few. We got a few hours to party. Yeah.
And then so basically what I do, like, not every morning, but that morning, I just ate,
Mhm.
and I was really tired, and I just went to sleep, and
Yeah.
I was on my phone watching a TV show. Well, not a TV show. And then I was just chilling there, and then I was about to fall asleep, and then like my dog is also with me, but she's sleeping in the restroom. For some reason, she does that, and then
Mandas al baño,
I'm like,
creo.
and then I'm like about to sleep,
Mhm.
and then I feel like if someone is getting on my bed, and then like because the bed moves, and then
Mhm.
you know how you can feel when someone hugs you from behind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
I
the ghost
felt
just
that.
wanted to cuddle, bro.
Yeah, I
The
felt
ghost was
that.
trying to be the big spoon, bro.
Bro, I felt that, and literally I got goosebumps all over me, bro. I was so scared that I couldn't move an inch, bro. I was just wide awake, but I couldn't move for like 5 minutes. I was like there, bro. And then yeah, after I could move, I stood up quickly, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then I'm like, oh, it's probably maybe a wind, or I don't know, something like that. And then I look across the room, and my dog is literally standing there looking at something, not me, and just staring at
No, usted
something.
estaba viendo, like, right
Jose's
beside you.
about to pack his
Yeah.
bags.
And I'm like, what the hell, bro? What the hell's happening? So I just went to the other room, and I didn't care. I just fell asleep.
You just dipped.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I would have been like, hey, cuéstate. Déjame en paz.
I'm like, you want my bed? Take my bed, alright? I'm just trying to take a nap, bro. I'm not in the mood. I don't
I'm
think
like,
I've been
you
in
know
a
what?
ghost
Just
experience.
cuddle.
Have you guys ever experienced sleep paralysis?
Oh
No.
yes, I used to have it all the time.
I experienced sleep paralysis when I tell you, this was like the scariest moment of my life. I was
How do you even
So
get
it's like-
sleep paralysis? That's weird. Like, all of
I
a
don't
sudden I'm thinking
know.
I can't move. Like,
I know.
bro,
Yeah.
just move.
Yeah,
like-
okay, so you're awake and you just can't move. Out of
Yeah.
fear. Out of the fear of something.
Technically, like I was with this situation. I was just
Yeah.
wide awake, and I couldn't move an inch.
That's
So
crazy.
I've had that.
It's weird.
I was sleeping, and for some reason that specific night I kept worrying about 3 in the morning. Like my mind was, because I usually don't care. Like I'm on my phone at that time. I don't worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, for some reason this night I'm like, va a ser las 3 de la mañana. It's gonna be 3 in the morning. Like I keep worrying about it for some reason. So then I like go to sleep and I'm dreaming like a normal dream. And then all of a sudden, in my dream, I supposedly woke up, but I didn't wake up. Does that make sense? So I'm awake in my own dream.
Uh-huh.
And I look at my phone and it's 3 a.m. So, but the way that I woke up from my dream, I don't know how to explain it. Like my dream inside my dream is because I felt my blankets being pulled off of me.
Mhm.
And when I felt that,
Scary.
I woke up, I look up, and my sheets are completely off, right? So I'm like, what the heck? So I look at my door because I sleep like facing my door. I look at my door and I just see a long creature. Like I can literally draw exactly what it looks like. It looks like a demogorgon hand,
Nice.
and like the face is like circular, but it doesn't open like the demogorgon. It has long hair, so it's just like a long alien type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
looking
it's
at
just
it.
like this weird grayish,
Yeah.
long-looking asparagus with
Yeah,
hair.
it's just like this long, weird thing, and we're staring at each other, or I'm staring at this.
Staring contest.
We're like having a stare down. We're staring at each other, and I look to my sister. Like my body's not moving, but my head is, or my eyes are at least. So my body's not moving. I look at my sister, but my sister doesn't sleep in my room. So I guess in my dream there was no wall between me and my sister.
Yeah.
So I look at my sister and I try to scream at her, but words don't come out. Like I'm just like
Yeah,
there.
dude, that sucks.
Yeah, so I'm like I'm screaming in my mind to my sister like help, help, help. I turn around and this person on top of me automatically. Like my dream like wanted that to happen for me to turn and then this person to be in front of me. And it's covering my mouth. It's scratching the sides of my arms. Like I could literally feel the scratches on my arms while it's like I guess I had 3 hands or something because this person's like covering my mouth.
I think it was 3 hands.
I'm not sure if you've seen that Netflix show, that 365 or The Love, whatever, te puso así.
and and like
No, dude.
it's covering my mouth and like I feel these scratches and I'm trying to like I'm screaming for my sister and this person's still on top of me. I wake up from my dream and it's 3 a.m, like in real life. So like I just think that was so crazy how like everything occurred at 3 a.m. And the next day I told my mom I woke up with like this long scratch down my arm. It was purple like at the time. She was like, it's just probably your sheets porque te marcan tu piel, you know, when you're laying down, you lay on your arms and stuff. But like, no, dude, like I dreamed, no, dude. I
like no.
Like, no, I know this.
like I had this dream, like literally it was scratching me. And
Yeah.
ever since that day, I just pray because I don't want to get sleep paralysis
You're
no
like,
more.
nah.
Just,
I
I
told
had a
my mom to
similar
wash
story.
me with an egg because hell no, I didn't want that to
I
happen.
don't know how like that can even work, right? Because like for me, right,
Oh, but it does.
my inhibitors of like, let's say if I'm paralyzed with fear, like I kind of, I guess you could say, train myself, but not really, right? Like to always try to override that, right? Like I'm always, I guess, like trying to overcome that, right? Pa que no me pase a mí.
But
Like
that's
so if I'm
when you have sleep paralysis, the scenario is so real life to you. Like it looks like you're living that moment, but you're not.
So like if I was like stricken with fear like that, right? Like because I have been scared sometimes, right? Just depending on what it might be. Like I'm always trying to like it takes me not like it's almost instantaneous, right? Because like I have to understand my situation and then like my spatial awareness and like everything I know and knowledge, right? Like just kicks in. It's like I have something else, like someone else, like I guess kind of in here, like, hey, no, it's not real.
Yeah.
And like that sort of a illusion
The
of fear,
awareness.
right, like just breaks, and like that's why I'm able to, I guess, do like that's weird. Like I don't know. Like your situation seems so interesting, you know.
Well, for me, I had a similar thing. It's when I was in the 5th grade, and that's when I moved into the first house we moved into, because I lived in an apartment, so I moved to that house. And I had a mattress. I didn't have a bed. I just had the mattress on the floor, and I was like chilling. I'm asleep, right? And this happened for like a good month. It was like a period of time.
Yeah.
And my room had a clear view of like the hallway and the door, like the main entrance of the house,
Mhm.
because the way it was set up. So then I was asleep, and like I don't know, I'd be like, I'd always thinking, because it was an old house, and I was like, what if like there's a ghost, right? Like
Mhm.
ghost in like the hallway, like I would be the first one to see it. Like, cause it's a long hallway. I would sleep with my door open. I think that's why I sleep with my door closed now. I sleep with the it was a door open
That's weird.
hallway. I could see everything. And I was like, if someone comes in or something comes in, like I'm gonna be the first one to see it. So then I would go to sleep, and I would wake up at 3 a.m. like for a good month. And I would be like in the most awkward position. I would go to sleep covered. I would be uncovered. Wake up in the most awkward position. I'd be like, someone's staring at me from my like the door. Someone's staring at me, and I know they are. And I'm just like with my eyes closed, and I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, someone's staring at me, like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I move? And I'm thinking, and I think for like, I was a fifth grader, and I was like, what if it's Chucky? I imagine Chucky. Like, Chucky. I imagine Chucky, bro. And
This
I don't know
guy.
why.
Oh yeah.
I imagine it was either Chucky or it was either just a girl, a lady in like a white gown, covered her. It's either that.
Like
What I imagine. Yeah, and I was like in the most awkward positions, and I'm like, I need to like fix myself. So and I like slowly fix myself, and I like open my eyes and like look at the clock, and it was always 3 a.m. And I'm like scary, and I looked it up. When I started seeing stuff, I was like, oh yeah, 3 a.m. is the supposed hour of the devil. And I'm like, I could have been
Really?
possessed, bro. Yeah, apparently. And it's creepy because you don't know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
So that's
Honestly, like when I hear stuff like that, right? It's weird because to me everything is mentality, right?
well, it is, but
Like
that was the
what's
fifth grade.
going on through your mind, and so like that's why I guess you could say I'm always like focused on it, right? That's why I use it as my strongest muscle. I make it my strongest asset,
Yeah,
right? Because like if anything, they can chop off my arm, right? But mentally, as
you're
long
gonna
as I
regret it.
say pain is temporary, I can
No,
get
it's not.
through it. No, pain is temporary. Yes,
No, it's not, dude.
pain is not everlasting, bro.
Bet,
Pain is temporary.
I mean, it
bet.
depends.
Okay, like yeah, if
Physical
you
pain.
if
It's
you have like
temporary.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I mean. Physical pain is temporary, right? Now other things such as emotional, right, it goes to the same concept. If you can train your mind to overcome that, right, you'll be fine, right? Like theoretically. So like when you get into situations with like fear and like sleep paralysis, right?
Mhm.
To me, I guess what I would say to do is just like remember
You
everything that
just
you have,
build low.
that you stand for, like your essence, your fiber, right? Your very soul, right? And like just push as hard and don't let it go. You know,
Yeah.
like it's weird. I don't know. I don't know.
I get
Yeah, it sounds very ethereal and just like cuckoo.
you. I
No,
know.
like you have a point,
Yeah.
But
but
like yeah, it's mental to
It's
me.
just I feel like when if hopefully you don't experience, but if you
Mm-hmm.
do get to experience this thing, I feel like you would kind of understand. But I feel like you would be that person that would be able to, wake up from it.
overcome it.
Yeah, but once you experience it, you'll
Me va a
completely
llegar.
understand.
Se me
Yeah,
quedó deep.
I
It's like,
different.
hey, you were talking some mad shit. I heard you.
Mhm.
No, but supposedly each person has their own sleep paralysis demon. Like you have a different, um,
Essence or spirit or whatever
yeah,
it is.
spirit or whatever. Because some people are like, oh, I just saw something black,
Mhm.
and then like me, like I saw something
You
like.
can't say that,
Shut up,
especially not in
Araujo.
2020.
Shut up, bro.
You
I'm
can't
sorry.
say that, okay?
Oh my gosh, I saw. I saw.
It lights
Hey,
up.
this
What?
guy.
It lights up. Hold
Oh,
on.
Oh, okay.
It lights up.
nice.
I don't even see it. Hold on. Let me get it.
Turn off the green screen.
Hold on. I mean, no, I move it out of the way. Hold on.
Josie's got a dip.
All right, it's good. It's good. It
It's alright.
sucks, but it's okay. It lights up.
It's cool.
I need to get it. I need to get static
It is
glue on it.
cool. Nice.
It's just a G though, but like I'm gonna cover it with my hand when I'm using it, which is kind of retarded that they would have that light up.
Yeah.
But
And when you had the sleep paralysis, Carlos, were you awake in your dream or
no, I was awake in real life.
in real life?
Yeah, it's just
Maybe
like
you were
worse.
awake
But
in your dream
yeah.
like me.
No, I was awake in real life.
Because mine felt like hella real, dude. Like everything in my room was
Yeah.
like, I feel like I was having a 4K dream. Girl, like,
Surround sound. I see.
I know.
Well, like, I know I had them, and I know like when I would wake up,
Mhm.
but I was up, I was like same time, I would read the one or two things. I was like, all right, I need to look, make sure nothing's there.
Mhm.
I would hesitate, and I'd be like, but I just couldn't move my body out of straight fear.
Mhm.
But I would like turn as much as I could, right? And I would eventually look, or I would just fall back asleep, either or.
Have you guys ever woken up crying from a dream?
I've woken up gasping or like falling.
Gasping or falling? No, I woke up crying, like
I've
sad
woken
about
up sad because I had to
Yeah.
wake up. But
I've had the meme dream of where it's like go to school, see your crush, kiss your crush, wake up.
oh,
I've had it so many times.
I've had a dream of not going with pants to school. This dream stressed me out so much, dude. Like, it felt so real that I was like, I felt like ever since that day, I needed to make sure I was wearing pants because
she's wearing double pants now.
I know.
Did you check your backpacks? Like, bro, why you got two pants here? Just don't worry about it.
I have I can, when I dream, I can
Mhm.
wake up and
Lucid
dream it again.
You can?
The
Yeah,
cool
I can
thing
always
I've
I
had
wake
it a
up.
couple
about
times. Man.
like dreaming, right, is that whenever like I do get to dream, right, like, and when I want to, right, I can like create like images and then like play that out, right, whatever.
Mhm.
But when I'm not like actively trying to control it, right, I end up getting deja vu. Like when I'm not like, and I just sleep, I see, and all of a sudden I get through that REM cycle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kid you not, right? The exact scenario plays out. The only difference is like I say something like different. Like
Yeah.
my words are the same or are different, but theirs are the same. Like it's always like that.
For
Like
what? And
like for when I dream, right? Like
Mhm.
so I remember we were when did we have flores for English?
Seventh,
So
seventh grade.
Seventh?
eighth.
Oh
Eighth?
yeah, eighth grade.
Okay, so I remember I had slept, right, and
Yeah.
like I kid you not, I pictured the green board, and I forgot who
Notice.
it was, but
A green
there
board.
was a girl right there, right, and like the green background, like her words exactly the same. I kid you not. Like 2
I've
days
had
later,
that.
like the
Yeah.
same, like that played out, right, and I was like, what? And it's weird, right? Because like my words were very like rude. Like I was very angry, like
Yeah.
when
Mhm.
in the dream what I was saying, and then in real life, right, when I heard that, I just replied normally. Like it's weird.
That's
I
crazy.
had I I had a dream and it was weird at the time. I dreamt of like all my future schools in the right order,
Oh wow.
right? And it was weird. I was a third grader at the time, third or second grader,
Mhm.
and I didn't notice it until obviously like I went to them. Like I knew where the places were. I didn't know. I knew what their schools, and the only reason I knew that it was that school because it was my cousin goes there. So I'm in third grade, right? And I'm in my heart, which is next to Guian, and I'm being chased by aliens or just men in black. I'm being chased like think Men in Black. I'm saying they're aliens because they had portals,
Mhm.
like purple portals, like
Rick
circular,
and
like the Rick
Morty.
and Morty portals, but purple.
Yeah.
And I'm just running. And I don't know. I think I was watching Pokemon at the time because like I would throw like a little disc and like I would jump through the portal, right? So I'm
Mhm.
running, and like I look around and I just see them jumping through the portal, and I'm like, this is not good. So I'm in my first school. I'm at Heart. I throw a portal, and none of you guys been to Guian. I don't know if you guys seen the cafeteria. You know how it's glass and there's like a little patio next to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm running through that hallway and I know and I see glass and I know it's a cafeteria because I could see the seats. And I'm just running right in my dream and I throw another portal and I jump in. I jump out. I jump into a portal and I come out through a gumball machine, like as a gumball. And I come out at Clardy.
I was trying to say he's a snack.
I wish
and
these dreams.
and I didn't
wish
know
that-
it was Clarity at the time because I haven't gone to Clarity. Like I've never seen Clarity. The
Yeah.
only reason I knew it was Clarity is because when I got, so then I woke up, right? Because I was like, all right, they're not chasing me anymore, and I just woke up, right? So and like the years passed, and then my car it was getting renovated, so they moved us to Guian. When it took us to a cafeteria, I was like, oh shit, I've been here, right? And then fourth grade, they took us to Clarity. They took us to Guian. Then fifth grade, I moved to Clarity, and I go into the cafeteria, and I'm like, oh shit, I've been here. And I knew it was Clarity because when I came out of the gumball machine, my cousin greeted me. She's like,
Mhm.
hey, you good? And my cousin went to Clarity. And there was a stage in the back. Clarity has a stage. And Clarity had.
Where they buried Miss Clardy, right?
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's what they say. I never knew that. And so I knew, like, when I came out of the gumball machine, I just saw a stage. And I was like, when I looked where the gumball machine was, it wasn't gumball machine, but it was a sticker machine. Clarity used to sell stickers in the
Yeah.
cafeteria.
At
And that's where I came
back,
out of,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh shit, I've been here. And I was like, I can't believe, like, even to this day, I'm like, I can't believe I dreamt it because it's
Yeah,
so
like they.
weird to me
Yeah.
that I was able to like, look at the future.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know at the time. I thought just random locations because I haven't gone to them. When I got to them, I'm like, dude, I've been here. Like, it was like slight things off, right? Like, obviously, it wasn't perfect, but it was just really scary. Like, not scary, but like, I think it's like really good, really cool how I was able to see the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know, and I don't know, like I'm just getting to it. Like my grandma tells me stories all the time that she used to have all these dreams the whole time. Like it wasn't the first time. Like she's had them multiple times. She's had premonitions, and one of them was.
Araujo got passed down the
That's what
family
I'm saying. Like
power.
if I got passed on this
Fortune
genes,
telling.
this is fire.
My mom has this too.
Dude, I'm gonna just tell my grandma stories because she has the scariest stories, and she likes to pull them out when we're about to go to sleep. Like
My
and
grandma's
like,
a witch. Like dead ass. Like she's like
really?
a bruja. Like she does
Does she know
brujeria.
how to do the thing?
She
Like
does voodoo
cleaning?
stuff and sage and
Bro, I want to
everything.
learn that. I want to
And
learn
this dude,
I
he
wanna
wants to like curse other people.
I
Well,
say
no,
fortune
not
dealer.
for that.
Okay.
But like, if I get cursed, I want to know how to get rid of it off.
My mom does that every time we move to a new house.
Yeah, she cleans
I
it.
don't know if she like. I know she. I sé que avienta agua bendita, like to
Yeah.
say prayers, but I don't think she does the sage part.
What my parents do is siempre cuando entramos como in a new house, right?
Listen,
They'll clean it
Mhm.
all, but like with holy.
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
what
you
my
have it.
mom does.
My dad, he sleeps in every room to make sure like everything's out of place.
Everything's
Really?
okay. Yeah.
Like they'll do prayers and stuff, but like, but so like back to my grandma, she has like the most stories, and she pulls them out like at 10 p.m. Like we're about to sleep, and the only thing that's scary is because like that it's in House in Juarez, and it's a pretty big house, and it's pitch black. And like there's a hallway and you can see like through the whole house, and like one end it's just pitch black, and I'm like, bro, this is scary. Even now when I go to sleep there, I'm like, I'm scared to get water, even though the room I sleep in is next to the kitchen. So anyways, I'm with my grandma, and she's like, oh, I had this dream where with her sister they lived in an apartment, and they had to pay the rent, and my grandma's sister had a daughter, so they would take turns like, and like a time of the year my grandma would work and her sister would take care of her daughter.
Mhm.
Or another time of the year, my grandma would work and take care of her niece while her sister works, right? Whatever. They would switch it out. So she had a dream where her sister comes in the room with brand new red heels. And she's like, oh, look what I bought. A certain tone of voice. And my grandma's like, I remember telling her, like, why'd you buy them when you know we have to pay rent? And she's like, when she woke up, the exact same thing happened with the exact same words. And my grandma's like, now she's like, I should have said something different just to see what happened, because she would say the exact same words that she said in her dream.
Yeah.
And in that same house, she said she saw the devil, which now makes me paranoid. Yeah. So in her room, like each bedroom has two windows. Well, each bedroom has a window. looking towards the other side, right? To the same side. And hers looks up to the loma, which is where the one I slid down and cut my butt. So and on top, and she was like she has insomnia, so she can't sleep.
Yeah.
So she was like up, and she's like, she describes it. She's like, I saw the double the way it's pictured, like standing up with the pointed tail and the trident, the shadow in like the trees. And she's like, I was gonna wake up your dad and your tia to see him because they were little at the time, and so that way they can see it. But she's like, no, I don't want to scare them. She's like, I'll just show them tomorrow because the if it's the branches, they're not gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it wasn't there the next day. And now I'm just like paranoid whenever I go to sleep with her, because like she saw us saying all these things. She's
Yeah.
also she had a dream about 9/11. Not yeah, it's crazy because
It's
it
scary,
wasn't
bro.
it wasn't 9/11 like 9/11, but it was
Some
she
form of terrorist
it
attack.
was it was some sort because it was around that time.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's before because and she was like dreaming and she's like, oh look, it's the plane. Look, a plane is like passing by, right? And she called my grandparents and she called my grandpa and my dad and his sister. And I looked at the plane, like the plane was low, right, according to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, it was like hovering, like it's like falling, it was like smoking. And like we just saw it fall, but we didn't know where. And we were gonna go check it out. It fell at the Walmart there at the store, and it was just like a big explosion. People were hurt, and like it was a big thing. And she didn't think much of it. It was like it was just a dream about a plane. And like a few months later, like 9/11 happened. And I'm like,
Oh,
bro, she just freaking dreamt all this stuff.
My mom is like that. I
It's
remember,
just crazy.
yeah, like before
Sponsor me.
my brother my brother knew he was gonna have babies, right? So
Yeah.
like obviously you're not gonna but he knew he was gonna have babies, and my mom, before they even knew the gender, my mom dreamt like I remember she said that she's like that she saw a boy, and then that everything in her dream was blue, and then turns out it's a boy.
mhm.
So then the next baby, she dreams it again, like a few months before they even know the gender, and she guesses the same, like not guesses, but she dreams that it's a boy. After that, my tia was gonna buy a house, and she was like, the house that like you're gonna live in is gonna be pink with a white like reja,
Mm-hmm.
and the top is gonna be like gray, but you're gonna have a dip in your roof, right? And what happens? They buy that exact same house. Like my mom can dream all these different stuff. Like, and
Yeah.
I tell you, my mom knows every single detail of her dream. Like she can literally detail you everything she sees in her dream, and it just amazes
I'm
me.
pretty good at that too. I lucid dream. When I dream, I lucid dream, and I dream
I don't
really
know how to
often.
dream.
Yeah.
It's
The only
fun.
dream I know is Juice World, and that's
No, it's
that's it.
fun because I had okay, so it's fun, but sometimes it's not. It could be scary, but one of the fun times it was like low gravity. I think I had superpowers. I think I had like super speed and like
Bro,
flight.
it sounds like you're playing in Playground.
Yeah, I
Like
I, I
Fortnite.
I felt like I had super speed, right? And there was a party going on, and there was like a little hill,
Mhm.
and I was like super speed. I was running, and I would jump, and I'd smack. I was face plant onto like, so the hill ends. So like it's the hill, and there's just a wall where the hill ends.
Just
And then like it was a little bit of floor, like it was like the
that's
hill, or a little bit
whirlpool.
of like normal land, and then like a wall. And I remember just like running and like jumping over the hill and just like face planting into the wall. And I'm like, this is gonna hurt, and it didn't hurt. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. So I just like kept doing it. I was lucid dreaming. That was fun. The
I want to
scary
learn.
part
I know
was
there's people that can teach you how to lucid dream,
there's
but
ways, but I never knew. I just
I
do
have
it naturally.
poor detail retention rate, and like the minor things, right? Like I have to really like train my mind as to go over it. Like
yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot what I ate 3 days ago. Like
I mean, I would tell. I mean, I probably not remember. It depends. But the scary part, one time I dreamt I was being kidnapped,
tall.
and that it was scary because I was with my cousin, It was like I think it was with my whole family. I was just like my mom and my two cousins, and like I like they're walking. We're walking on the sidewalk, and I go on and need to like tie my shoelaces, and I just get yeeted into a van, and I'm like trying to yell for help, and I just can't. The words don't come out, and I have a knot in my throat, and I'm like, help, help! I just can't. And it's the scariest thing because it felt like it happened forever. Like I remember running after the van, them after running after the van. I'm just trying to yell for help, and we went down the street, and I mean I eventually woke up, but it sucks trying to yell and you just can't.
Yeah.
I think with like scary situations like that, when like if you're like lucid dreaming, right? Like I think it depends on how desensitized your mind is, right? Like how far like have you really like pushed your 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 I guess you could say boundaries of um of normalcy, right? Because like depending on what you've seen, right? Like it won't really phase you to some extent, you know.
Yeah,
So
it
like
won't phase the player.
yeah,
This
so like
vibration.
depending on what you've been through, right? Like your trauma, your past, whatever.
Yeah,
Like it's interesting, you know,
Yeah.
because imagine if you were like highly desensitized, right? Like and that was just like whatever to you.
yeah.
Imagine if you're just all of a sudden in your lucid dream, just like, hey, what's up, Jerry? Where are we going today? You know,
Yeah.
like
Well, like now I'm doing really good. Now I know I lucid dream, and I just take advantage of it to the max.
uh-huh.
Like when I dream my crush, I try to make the best out of it. When I wake up, I'm like, I
Like
guess
the
I
dinner, like the mountain view, I
yeah.
see with the
Well, like
pool, the
one
roses.
of them, and I'm still mad about this. And I'm always like, I should have set my alarm like 10 minutes later, cause like at night before I go to sleep, I'm arguing out of time. I'm like, all right, I need to be ready by 8.
Uh-huh.
But I also want to do this. So do you want to wake up at 6:30, 6:40, 6:50, or 7? And I'm always like, I should have taken the other option. Cause okay, this particular time, I told the girl, I was like, dude, I dream about shit. This is what happened. And I was a lifeguard with her. Like it was like lifeguard camp. So we're at the beach, and there's just a whole bunch of teens, right?
A
Like
lifeguard.
between like 14 and 18 or 20. It's the lifeguards, right? So we're wearing the red shirt with the red long sleeve with the black and the red shorts, right?
Dude, the recording is getting a little bit laggy at the
Yeah,
call.
not there. Let me say it again. So yeah, mine too. So it was we're at the beach with at the camp, and I'm wearing the red and black, or I mean red and white lifeguard long sleeve with the shorts and sandals and stuff. So then, like, we're going through the camp, and like, like, we get put into groups, and like, we do all the exercises and stuff. And like, it was a sunset, and it was just like me and her and the sunset. And I remember like we both lean in for the kiss. It's
Y
dead
lo que
ass.
blow.
The alarm, and I'm like, I'm like, I was
Damn,
so mad.
bro.
It's like I just couldn't. I had to wake up.
Yeah,
I couldn't go back
got
to
touched
sleep.
by the alarm, bro.
I
It's
was,
like
I was mad.
Rip.
It just like sucks because it's not. I
You were so happy in that moment, right? And
I
then
was like, because
like,
I
it's
lucid
like,
dream, right?
yeah.
As I said, so I was like, it's gonna be a good kiss, and my life is like, nah. My FBI agent didn't let that slide.
Es lo que pasa, bro. You were hacking the system, bro.
I was like, oh,
To all the people who believe that reality is a simulation, bro, you hacked the system.
I,
You finessed it.
I just feel like it's odd how it's so common that people dream what's gonna happen,
Hmm.
and like there are stuff that's like, what are the odds of this stuff happening?
Yeah.
And they happen.
like the Simpson prediction stuff. Like,
Oh,
Hmm.
dude,
I'm like 100% confirmed that guy's like a time traveler. Like,
honestly,
Matt Gray,
how?
Matt
like
Gray,
he didn't want to
Matt Gray.
expose himself like through talking, so he was like, I'm gonna make a cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain to you guys everything, tell you guys everything.
Yes.
And
Like, how are
Well,
you going
yeah,
to? Like,
and
that's
it's
a high level of
accurate.
clairvoyance, if anything.
mm-hmm. Nomás faltan que le hagan algo a Trump, because didn't this one
I
of the
think they did
episodes?
one. I think they did one where like he dies of old age or something like that.
He dies some sort, but it's just scary accurate how
How
it's
he
mirror
is,
images.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they say life imitates art. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start drawing pictures of me and my crush.
He's putting it as he what's it called? Wishing it into reality and like
Yeah,
um
manifesting it and stuff.
manifesting. Yes, he's
I have
manifesting.
a friend. Well, Martha. She went to school with us. Patty.
Mhm.
Martha speaks.
she
Sorry.
that's the name of her spam account.
Yeah.
She reads tarot cards and stuff, and I can get her on here. She's a pretty accurate reader.
See?
You
She's read my past. I didn't tell her anything. She just read it, and I'm like, oh, it's fun. I'm really like Carlos said before and earlier in the episode. I'm very into like, fuck it, let's do it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, like, give me anything. I'm like, fuck it, like that's just me. I'm like, why not? Like, what am I lose? Oh well, like
There's not
not
much to lose, especially
yeah,
for being so
not
young.
like
you know?
the only time I like don't implement it as much is like when I'm like gonna hit on a girl. I'm like, should I tell her? It's like, nah. That's when I
Yeah,
overthink stuff.
risky with it.
Yeah, that's dude. It was just this one time I forget it. It was at the fall carnival at Jeff. We're in the haunted house, right?
Mhm.
And it was me and the girl I'm like dead ass just crushing on for the whole like that whole sophomore year, like the whole first section of it.
Yeah.
And I sat next to her for a class. Just a baddie, bro. Just a
Uh,
baddie. Like 10 out of 10. She's like, we're friends and stuff, but it's 10 out of 10. Like.
yeah.
And like, I was like making
We're not
moves
gonna
like
we're not
little
gonna
by
expose
little.
you yet, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I was making like small moves. Jose was with me that day.
Like a
And
very important lesson, right, that I kind of learned, right, was because at one point, right, I did want to go after someone, right, and it was like you
make your
nothing
move before
changes,
it's
right,
too
like
late.
if nothing happens, right,
No,
like
make your
you
move
always gotta
first.
take a step,
Yeah.
you know.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's way weird when they go to school with you because you see this
Mhm.
person every single day, or not like every single day, but you like you're just in contact
Interact
with
with
them.
them.
I
Yeah.
prefer not going out with
Yeah,
someone from school, honestly.
yeah,
It
because like
has its pros and cons.
yeah, especially with like the maturity level of our
Mhm.
generation, right, like even after like if
What
things
is
are done,
maturity
right,
level, bro?
there is no, I guess, like consensus like, hey, we can still be friends afterwards, right? It's
Yeah,
always like putting each other against each other, you know.
I
yeah.
hate that. So like back to the story. The girl's there, and like I wasn't even supposed to be at the carnival. Like everything just like lined up. Yeah, I wasn't
Mhm.
supposed to be there, and like I just didn't want to go home for some reason. Like está aburrido, and I was like, it was a Friday night, nothing to do. I was like, screw it. And they're setting up, but they couldn't set up a tent, the canopies. So I was like, bro, let me help you guys out. And I ended up getting free entrance to it. And like I helped them set up the elote stand. I ended up getting free elotes. Like I just everything lined up.
I know. Okay, okay, okay.
And
Okay.
then the
Who
girl's
got it?
there, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just hanging out with her because we both didn't like the same people, and like she was like the only one I really knew, like I talked to. So I was just like
Mhm.
chilling with her. And I was like mad crushing. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever. I was like, let's go to a haunted house. Like, let's just see how it is. Cause we made one that was good. We made a haunted house that was a good
Yeah,
haunted house. I was like,
our
oh, let's see
haunted
how good is
house.
that one. That one was
That one was, we put a nice amount
it
of
was
effort
bomb.
for what we got.
Yeah. And I was like, let's just go. And she's like, I don't got cash. I was like, bro, I'll pay for it. Like, just no worries. Dude, I'm with that with the boys too. All right, don't say
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah, you are. You are.
Like say if I eat, we eat. Right? It's like if I'm always like giving person. Like
Pero
so are
también
you.
I got you too, but
Nah,
yeah,
yeah. That's just like you are too. Like we're like we all are giving person like giving people other boys. Like
yeah. Like it's funny, Leslie, right? Because we'll stop by Dairy Queen, right? And
Uh-huh.
like it's a veces it's between me and Araujo, and we're debating on who gets this time.
yeah.
And
We're
who
like
gets the
right,
next.
like all right. This time like I'm paying for the meals. This time you're paying for the meals. Like if one eats, we all eat. That's the thing. So,
Yeah.
and so like the girl's like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, let's go in the haunted house. And we're talking about like the big one that happens here. The is it the asylum that happens in El Paso? Like the big one?
Yeah.
I've never been to it, but I know which one it is. And she's like, I'm dying. Hold on.
She's like that.
And she's not. I'm sorry. She's like, I've gone to it, but I have a much better experience when I can't see when I don't have my glasses. I'm supposed to take them off. Like, should make it better for you. It's like back in teams. Like, I'll hold your hand. I'll guide you through it. So I go in. I'm holding on to like we're holding hands and we're going through it, and it was like the shittiest haunted house. But I'm living the moment. I'm holding hands with my crush, and like
Yeah.
I'm in high school. Okay, I'm a sophomore, but still, this is like moves, and I'm like,
You'll
alright.
take what you can get. This is a good moment.
Yeah. So then we get out, we finish it. I was like, oh, that was good, whatever. We have a laugh, and like we still texted after. We like the night ended, and like she had to go. And like we still kept on talking, but I was like, I should have made my move. I
Yeah.
should have just said something. Right? I
That was
should.
prime time, bro. That was
That was the
prime
time, right? And I was like, now I look at, and that's one of like the few things I regret.
Mhm.
I'm just like even like I was like I've done some like not bad things, like things that got me in trouble or like I've
Some
gotten
dumb
hurt.
things.
I don't regret them because like it was either a good experience or like I learned from it.
Hmm.
That one, I'm like, I should have told her I liked her.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, dude. Now I think she's like taken or starting someone. So now it's like, now it's
Thing
like
is,
I
like,
can't.
it's
I'm trying to
crazy.
think who this person is.
Like in hindsight, right? We
You what?
realize all these
I'm
things.
trying to think who this person
You
is.
trying to think? I'll tell you later.
Yeah, we'll say it right now.
Yeah.
Like
But
it's crazy how like in hindsight, right? We realize all these things, and
Mhm.
like when we want to, like we just kind of want to go back in time, you know? Like
Yeah.
we're just like,
if I
oh,
could, I would like
good.
make my best movie. I would have earned the sauce. The way Young Don the sauce good puts it. I would have gotten the sauce. I would have elevated from child to man.
To
That would
boy.
have been the day, bro.
Yeah.
But nah, I failed, and I'm not. I'm just like,
Now we have to have shower arguments with their shampoo bottles.
say I've been. And I'm just like, play Post Malone and Juice.
Yes, sir.
Hey Siri,
Like,
play Juice World.
yeah, hey Siri, play Juice WRLD.
Will she? F
Yeah.
F in the chat. Let me just play Juice World.
Technically, Siri is a female, right? So all girls are the same.
Oh, sorry, this. You're not wrong. Let me find it. Let me find. What's a good Juice World song? All girls are the
Need
same. Let's
I
just.
need I play the playlist?
No, you're fine. All
Yeah.
near right in my brain. These girls are the same.
While you were talking, I broke my case.
Wait, what? What?
While you were talking,
Let me see.
I broke my case.
Why did you break your case?
It was like,
Oh my heart. Oh no, she did it. Oh, he
Yeah.
says. Oh, I thought he doesn't say simping. He says
No,
sip.
he doesn't simping. He says sipping.
Oh, cause I'm a down a
He's,
whole
he's
bottle hot
drinking it.
liquor.
The sad thing about Juice, right? Like, and like various people have touched on it. Like, I would like to reiterate on it, is that like in a lot of his music, right, you could tell he was struggling through it, right?
mhm.
He was going
Almost in
through
all of
it,
his
bro.
songs, right? Like like he details about what he does. Like almost every song, you can hear something about Cody,
Mhm.
this type of drug, that type of drug, you know, etc. Like he was doing them, you know.
But they're
Yeah.
talented enough to like you.
Just sad
Sometimes you just
that
can't
like
know they're talking about a drug.
that no one was there like to like really help stop it, right?
Wasn't his girlfriend really supportive too?
Yeah, he had his girlfriend, right? But like in one of his most recent songs, right, he's like, if I stay on, I'm gone, right? But
Mhm.
if I don't stay on, I'm still gone. You know,
Yeah.
like it was hard. You know, it
Yeah.
just sucks. Like especially with like all these new music artists, right? Like that's the biggest problem with them, right? You kind of gotta anticipate to see if they're gonna be on that drug wave.
Yeah.
And it's just sad when they are, right? Because you know that their potential music, like just was like beautiful, right? Like he really
was
was
talented.
good, right? And then gets cut short because of that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But
I have
that
the
that
memes.
that's the talk that I have. Oh, I got memes too. You guys want to finish this off with some memes?
Nah, hold on, let's keep doing Storytime, bro. Let's see. So that is one of my crushes. I should have made that move. Now I'm looking crushing to like one of my good friends, and I'm like, bro, nah, I should not. I should not, cause she's like me. She can pull, and like, girls get hit up more often than guys hit up. Guys hit up, girls get hit on most
Mm-hmm.
of the time,
Yeah.
right? Like if like a girl could be crushing on me, and if I don't make a move, she's not gonna text me. And if she does, it's the creepiest girl ever, as we established last episode.
Yes.
That's why I should not like. Now I know not to answer anyone that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's just, dude, it's just so annoying. Like when I get text like spams or like people I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like last night I got one. It's just a girl, and she sends a picture, and I'm like, she's like,
Of
want to see
what?
more? And I'm like, no,
On Snap or what?
no, on Instagram. She's
Mm-hmm.
like, want to see more? And I'm like, no, not at all. It's like, why? I'm
Which
like, I don't know who you are. You don't know
was
who
it
am
like a
I.
Facebook? Okay.
We'll leave that up to the audience.
Ah,
We'll leave
okay.
that up to you guys. It's not, no, it's nothing bad, but if it was less clothing, it would have been bad. But
Mm.
nothing bad. And now I'm just like, if I make it to like a cod pool, I don't want the girl coming out on TikTok.
Yeah. Definitely. Like
You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
just like I don't. And I'm like scared of what to do and say or not do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why people please don't text. Also, moral of the story: tell your crush you like her. Don't be scared of rejection. All right, don't be scared of rejection. If you get rejected, she's not the one, dude. She's not the one. There's the ones out there. Just if you miss out on the one though, it's because your fault. All right, it's your fault for not making the move.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: make your move. If she's taken, it's the matter, bro. Just make the move. Okay, no, it does matter. Don't interfere with the relationship, but just work your way around it, right? If you
Mhm.
know she's the one, just come on. You gotta
Yeah.
advice, right?
It's
Also,
definitely a tricky situation, right?
I'd
Like,
say
because
just
if
make
you
your
think
move.
about it, right, like the combined, like the basis behind relationships is like you're taking two people, right, with different ideologies, different personalities, different everything, and you're trying to put them together,
Right.
right? And like sometimes that's not always gonna work, you know, and
Opposites
it's
attract though. So if you're a really smart guy, look go for like the
mm,
girl alternative, cause she got caught vaping in the hallways in transition.
that's like okay, hold on, let me finish. Like if you think about it, right, like that although opposites do attract sometimes, right,
A lot of
it's
the time.
really subjective, you know, and like relationships as a whole, they especially with us being so young, right, they need a lot more work. And I think what a lot of kids, right, like go through is that honeymoon period where
Yeah,
everything's all
honeymoon
right,
phase.
like yeah, you're like that, and then after that they don't want to put any work.
That's the
And
thing, right? Because there is gonna be encounters where I expect like there's gonna be arguments all the time.
mhm,
Like
there's always conflict.
there's always that conflict, right? So you gotta work through it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just can't ignore it, right? That you just can't say I can't do this anymore just because you had one argument or one bad day, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta make the best out of it. You gotta try and work around the problem. You gotta work the problem together. Because once you guys start talking to other people, that's when the relationship's gonna crumble because cause you're in a weak spot, you guys are in a low spot, and you're gonna grow with that person that you're talking to. If it's the opposite gender or whatever you're attracted to, it's only
Mhm.
two genders, but I'm not. Let's not get into that. um, what are you attracted to, right? You're gonna get attracted to that person because she helped you. They helped you at your lowest moment. Same for your partner, right? So
Yeah.
if you gotta, if you have a problem, you have to work it
And
together.
like you're saying, right, attraction is relative, right?
Oh, it
Like
is.
your preference, right, isn't necessarily fitting to the stereotype, you know?
Well, not fully, but in some sort.
Um,
Obviously, there's like always different types of attraction. Like there's emotional attraction. I know people say physical attraction isn't a thing, but it is.
it is, yeah.
It is okay. Like that's not the full thing for me. For me, like if a girl's like cute,
Mhm.
like and I told my liking, I'll be like, all right, well, like that, like that's the first thing that catches your eye. Because if she's like the prettiest girl,
Yeah.
but she's a total dickhead, I'm not gonna talk to her. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. Like I'll be like, yeah, she's pretty, but like, just
Muy
no.
payasa.
Yeah, so girls, please, like if you, está bien ser bonita, pero no sean monas, right? Like, don't let it get to your head. Like, you know
I
what I
have a
mean?
question for you real quick. So
Right.
you're saying like if you're in a relationship or you're talking with someone and you guys argue, you should work it out? Is that what you were saying?
I'm saying
Yeah.
work it out. Unless it's like cheating, then something major, then break up. But if it's something small, like if you can work through it, work it out.
Pero qué tal like
Unless like you guys like lost
Is
attraction
your
for each
question
other,
like,
then
what's the point where it's too big or too small? Is that what you're trying to get at?
like if it's, let's say, because sometimes girls are really rude too. I mean, girls can be rude, hella rude sometimes. But let's say a guy is like saying this stuff to this girl, and this girl's like staying with this guy como tonta, you know, and they're
yeah.
trying to work it out. Does that make sense?
Well, that's
Do
what
you
I'm saying.
think there should be like a line there where like you guys are toxic for each other, but you guys are trying to work it out for what, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like if you guys know,
Well,
like
I mean, then again, there's always like, sorry, Araujo. Like
that's fine.
at some point, yeah, you're not compatible, right? You
Mhm.
may be for each other, right? And but like if you're toxic to each other, right, which is something that you should never be,
Mhm.
why are you guys doing this? Like it's sort of a, I guess you could say to some extent futile.
Mhm.
Like you're hitting a
Yeah.
dead horse. Yes, you're gonna try to work at it, but if it's truly like not good for you, and that's the point that's really hard to realize,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't be, you know. And like that's why you have to stick throughout the relationship to find out, right? Like if
Yeah.
you're both really truly toxic to each other, or if you guys just trying to work it out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I totally agree with what Leslie said that like if you gotta, I'm not saying don't, like I said right now, like don't go full on like to like someone else. Like don't, like you can talk to them stuff. But like if like the basis of the problem, like you're really talking to your partner. But and like as Leslie said, like if you guys are toxic for each other, and like there's a lot of like all your friends, all their friends, like all his friends are telling you like, yeah, you guys are not gonna, like this is not
If you're
working.
gonna be stubborn, there's no reason for
Yeah,
you
like if
to.
this is the
But I
same
mean, then
recurring
again,
problem, then like
yeah,
Mhm.
no.
yeah,
But
like if
if
it's the
it's
same
like
reoccurring, I think yes. But I mean, then again, like when you do have that opposition from people
yeah,
close to you, right? At that point, you have to sort of like
Know what you want.
you have to
take,
know, right?
yeah, know what you want, and sometimes you have to take that risk, you know.
Yeah,
Like
and it's different.
risks as they are, they have consequences, and sometimes
Mhm.
those
Yeah,
consequences are good or bad.
and every
Everything has
relationship is
consequences, and
different.
it's just, yeah.
Every relationship is different. Not everything is the same. But I'm just saying, like, work it out. Like, if you can try to work it out, and it's like something major, or you guys like just playing out the work with each other. But if you guys like, you have your good, like, you guys have a good time, and like just something dumb comes up, and you guys are arguing about it, just like take ownership of the problem and fix it.
Yeah.
And like, at least, like, if you guys are gonna break up, at least have it, like, be straight out with it. Don't
Yeah,
don't
like
have it
cheating,
find
right?
out
Like
through someone else, or
yeah, it's like worse because
yeah.
you hurt both people essentially.
I'd rather be told like I just don't want to be with you and try to face
Yeah.
and like just like her not like her disappearing and coming back with a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I mean, so
And
hurt
vice versa,
less.
right? Like from I guess you could say from like that female perspective, right? You don't want to like would Leslie would like as you as a female, right? Would you want to be told, "Hey, I don't want to be," or uh, would you rather like just them go off? You know?
I feel like definitely like, being confirmed because you're making you're embarrassing yourself and that person. You
Mhm.
know, that person because honestly it's like
That's
if
too
someone was
much.
doing that to me, I would be embarrassing myself because I'm behind this person like a wet dog, waiting for their attention,
Mhm.
just for them to not confirm that we're not together and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Like, there's no reason for you to
like you're
force.
wasting both person's time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's always that time. Like, you know it's relative to every person. You know when you can and you just can't work it out. Like you know the relationship is either gonna prosper or it's gonna fail.
Mhm.
But you can't let one small problem just have it end it. And that's the problem with a lot of like high school relationships, which is like right now. Like I've learned after like everything I've said, and
Mhm.
After your
obviously
whole
I'll keep on saying more as like time comes.
Yeah.
For now, I'm just chill solo for a little bit. Just like focus on my streaming, my content. So, might slow
Yeah.
down for because like I'm a vlog on Monday that
Like the best thing you can do, right? Like I guess you could say for anyone looking in a relationship, invest in yourself, you know?
Mhm.
And
yeah
eventually talent's gonna find talent, right?
yeah
If you
Like
can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else.
mhm.
That's it.
And
If you
like
don't know
the
who you
biggest
are,
thing,
you're not gonna know what other people.
I just had to say solo, but as like this my TikTok crush Brooke Monk put it. She goes, she goes. So like the relationship, like you might be ready, but you have to be what you want the other person to be. Like if you want them to take care of you, you better take care of them. If you want, if you want them to be there for you, you have to be there for them. If like if you want them to do all these things for you, you better do the same for them.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, it's because it's a
It's like the
mutual
golden
thing.
rule.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
treat people how you want to be treated. Period. That's it.
exactly. Everyone, don't go breaking hearts, right? Or play Warzone not with their feelings, right? Play Warzone. Play Warzone. I'll drop my. I'll do some Warzone with you guys if you guys want. I'll clap you guys. Dude, I got bullied last time.
Oh.
Well, so I'm playing. I didn't get bullied. I. It says like, the last people on the leaderboards on COD always try to talk the most shit. So I'm playing with
Yeah.
like rednecks, and I'm a little and we're playing Surge, and like we're clapping. Like I'm bullying the team. I'm carrying the team. Like
Mhm.
like I'm saying I'm carrying just because like I got the most kills. Like I did a
Mhm.
lot of things. Like with my teammates weren't bad. Like they were good, but I just did a lot of the work. I did a lot of the killing and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the other kids, they were just like talking Spanish and like talking shit to us, and they thought we didn't know Spanish, and I clapped back at them at Spanish. They
Mhm.
stayed quiet for 2 rounds, and then they tried making their best out of it, but they just
See?
couldn't. And
And
the
they
kid
got
that never shut up, he only got 1 kill and 9 deaths.
damn.
And
I remember that happened to me too. Well, it happened to me today. I was playing and this guy was like, because I have the American flag on my
yeah,
thing, and these guys are like talking smack, and he was like, in Spanish, he was like, your guys' voice keep annoying me, but I guess he doesn't like. He didn't know we knew Spanish. He didn't know I knew Spanish because my
yeah,
friends knew Spanish.
Yeah.
Y luego he kept saying, he was like, ya cállense, like all this stuff. You know, like we're gonna understand. And then like when he died, when he got knocked out, no one was gonna go help him because we knew
No
he
one
was
res
like,
them. Yeah.
gonna be
yeah. So I was like, entonces si te molesta apaga tu muro el micrófono, but I said it more aggressive, you know.
yeah.
And he was like, he just stayed quiet and he logged off the game even before anyone had the chance to go revive him.
I know, dude, you gotta. I love clapping back at kids, and I've had like the only reason I was talking shit back because I was top of the leaderboard. My score doubled. My score doubled his first place.
Mhm.
I had like 10 kills. His first place has like 4. I went like 3 rounds without dying and wiping out half their team.
Damn.
They were getting bullied by me. They were getting bodied, and they
Yeah.
still talk shit. They had the audacity to talk shit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, kid, shut the hell up.
You have to
I was
show
like, why
them
es dormir?
ability.
I was like, no tienes que arreglar el Wi-Fi, because they were from Central America, South America.
Yeah.
They had a weird accent, and I'm like, oye, ¿te hablan para comer? And they just, I was just like, shit to them, and they didn't take it. They were trying to be toxic, but
Didn't work out.
they didn't work out for them, because they were surprised when they and
Yeah.
like my teammates are like, hey yo, what's he saying? I'm like, and I'm like, he said, oh yeah, go eat your hamburgers and your hot dogs, and I just started laughing. I'm like, Oye, te habla ahí para que se me a trabajar, ándale los frijolitos. And I'm just like, I was like, por los
Like,
frijoles. Because, like, I wasn't trying to be toxic, but he was being toxic, so.
yeah.
And
You
he's
had- you
like,
had to call back.
and the redneck's like, hey, yo, what he said, you speak Spanish? I'm like, yeah. He said something about us eating burgers and hot dogs. And he's like, tell that little kid to shut the hell up.
He
And I
was
did.
telling you that you were a glizzy gobbler, bro.
Yeah. And I'm not toxic. I usually just say GG's.
Mhm.
I respond according to how they respond. If they
Yeah.
say GG's, man, like you did this, I'm like that. If they start talking mad shit, I bully them and then I talk the shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk shit and then get bullied. I want to bully them first, like just body them in the game, and then talk shit. Cause
I was getting mad yesterday. Well, today, everything happened today. I was playing, and this guy was like, he was trying to play shotguns against each other, and I suck at shotguns. Like, I can't. For the life of me, I don't have the capacity of like moving really fast and like boom, But I can do it with like an assault rifle or something. So this guy, he kept beating me, and I was getting irritated. So I was like, you know what? Like, let's switch this to assault, so that way I can beat you.
yeah,
And then I was like, I kept sending him the request of like assault rifle. He wouldn't accept it. And then he texted me separate, and he was like, "You're scared, huh? Because you keep losing." I was like, "Bruh, you're the one that's scared. If you can't even change it from shotguns to something else." It was irritating me so much. I get so mad in the game too.
I love it when they test me. When I get tested, like I've been doing box fights, and they're like, "Oh, you can't use the assault rifle. Just use shotguns." I dropped the assault rifle, and I just bully them with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I just love proving people wrong or
Hey,
just
to
like
be fair
clapping
though,
them back.
bro, like low key, me and Jose bullied you
Oh
today,
yeah, he gets
bro.
bullied me. That's a 2v1. He gets rocketed me. I got bullied. I'm playing Fortnite.
For me, I'm like a meme player, right?
I
So
lost.
when I get like varying guns, right? Like I always try to sneak in that
My
RPG
lamp almost fell.
or
I
like
don't
that
like it.
surprise weapon, right? Just cause
Yeah.
like the game, right, is meant to be fun, right? And if we're like try harding over this, like sometimes
Oh, I hate tryharding.
I don't want to play anymore, right? And just devalues the entire game.
Yeah, I think that's the reason I'm good at the game. Because
Mhm.
I'm unpredictable. Like I'd be mid arena game and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna jump and shoot him. If I die, I die. But if I kill
That's how I
him,
am too.
it's
Like
still
we'll
gonna
start
be
like throwing grenades at each other or something, like
yeah.
just to knock each other out, and then the other players in the team are like, "Okay, guys, take this serious. You're trying to
Yeah.
win." Just like,
Yeah. So like Crack's like, bro, play serious. And I'm like, nah, watch this. I'll get like the memeiest guns. Like
Yeah.
I would be mid tournaments, I'll take it more serious. But even then I still meme. I'm like, watch this grenade. And I just chuck a grenade and I'll kill him. I'd be like, look, you see that guy over there? I'm gonna shoot him and I kill him. Like I just do stuff like that. And like Crack, he's a really good player, man. Emilio. He just
Mhm.
try hard and he builds and he builds and he builds better than me. But his accuracy just can't save him. Like
Yeah.
he's a good accuracy, but mine's just like perfect. And I just if I find a little angle, I just jump and I flick him. I just like headshot. And he's like, bro, how you hitting me? And I'm like, do not question the master, because I
Yeah.
just like I try to be as unpredictable as like I try to make the game fun for myself. Cause like I'm good enough to like where I can like not try hard and like still win. Cause I don't want to try hard like unless it's tournaments.
yeah,
Because like that's just not making the game fun for me, not enjoyable. If I have to like try hard even like normal matches like publics,
Yeah.
I just want to try hard in arena because that's what it's for. And now the Fortnite community is just like everyone's like tryharding. Everyone wants to be the next Symphony. Everyone wants to be the next like Fresh.
Ooga, etc. Yeah.
So like I don't see the point because they try to do it in public games, but they can't do it in arena. Like they can't do it in the competitive scene, which is annoying because I've been having the time of my life, and they freaking start sweating on me when I'm trying to like have fun with you guys.
Yeah.
That's why
There's
like
no versatility, but yeah.
that's why I stream Fortnite a lot too because like it just gets like tryhardy, too tryhardy. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like I don't want to like just if I want to play tryhard, I would play arena. I would play the ranked mode.
Yeah.
but I don't. I want to have fun in pubs.
Yeah, that's why like whenever we play together, right? Like I always try to do memes. You know,
Yeah, I had fun from the game.
Yeah.
we need to like the serious nature of everyone just needs to chill. You know.
Yeah. Moral of today's episode, because we gotta wrap it up because it's pretty
Yeah.
long. Is make the best of your life. Have fun. Always look at things positive. Tell your crush you like
Examine
her
every possibility.
or him or
Or
them.
him.
Be
Or
observant.
them.
Tell your crush you like them.
Wear
And
your
just shoot your
face
shot.
mask.
Wear your face mask. Drink your water.
Cover your
Uh,
nose. Make sure you cover your nose.
Yes, if you're not gonna cover your nose, it's
No
like
te lo
wearing
pongas.
underpants without covering
Yeah.
your pee pee.
Your pee
Your pee pee.
pee.
But anything you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
I mean, like and subscribe.
Oh
If
yeah,
we
go like that
if we
first
get
video because
last-
Carlos still needs to rap.
if we get the first video up to that like goal, you already know. If we
It's
get
not.
the
Would you
last
trade the
video,
would you trade the likes for the views? Like if we reach so many views.
I would trade the likes for
How
plus
about
250 views.
50 views on
It's
this
too little.
video?
On this video, 50 views and he raps.
Yeah.
Nah.
Within 2 days.
Okay,
2 days.
100 views in a week by
100
next
views in a
episode.
week. Yeah.
Okay.
100 views
100
by
views?
next episode.
100 views by next Saturday, and he'll rap a small verse.
Yes.
Okay. I guess, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Anything else, guys? Anything you want to add?
If we like the Carlos last episode, right?
Estamos
Me
mojados.
and Josie, we
Sácalo.
might pull out some music.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Little Esgalo.
Follow all the socials in the description. Comment, right? We would love to hear you guys' opinions, right? And yeah.
Comment topics that you guys want to hear from us. Maybe you guys want to hear more of something or less of something. So we just need your feedback, and we'll make
Or
sure to keep that.
if you want us to maybe like play games or because we do talk a lot about
Trivia,
video games, right?
something.
Trivia. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like and subscribe.
Alrighty then, guys. Araujo, whenever you.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, buddy. Finish it off. Oh, this guy. He has his little thing up. That's what's cool. He has the.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
muted home. Lol.
Yeah.
I'm
Lol.
sorry. I said just share it because a lot of people like what we talk about, but
Yeah.
they don't know it exists. So share it. Get
Yeah,
awareness to it.
spread this, guys.
Spread it, guys. Like,
For sure.
I mean,
if you guys want to
we're
come
gonna
on
keep-
too,
we're
also
gonna
just
keep
tell
doing
us.
this as long as you guys enjoy it, right?
Mhm.
And as long as you guys enjoy it, and as long as we enjoy it. So I mean, bring us, help
Me
boost
too.
our ego, show us that you enjoy this so much.
They just care.
Yeah.
So
Alrighty.
You can see that Carlos is getting on his game already. He's
I
ready
was
to
about to, yeah, PS.
peace
Yeah,
out.
grind.
All
All right, peace out, guys.
right,
See you guys next episode. Peace.